Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing my sinking funds update for September, and I'm going to be doing some cash condensing and unstuffing and taking money back to the bank. So if you use the cash stuffing method, your envelopes will end up hopefully getting quite full, and it's safer to take it to the bank and get it out the house and track what you've got digitally as well as in your envelopes. And so what I like to do at the end of every month is to write out all my categories, count them up, compare them to last month and see what my total is at the end of it. Now, in my videos, I often have a little screenshot pop up, and that is basically a representation of what is in the bank. And I use Starling Bank for my saving spaces, and it means that I can allocate funds to loads of different categories and kind of replicate what's in my binders, but online. And it's really easy to use. I highly recommend it. I can't recommend it enough. Starling, if you're watching, you just need to up your interest rate. That's it. Otherwise, cracking. Right, what we're going to do first though is we're going to unstuff, or condense rather, money that's in my business binder. So I don't ever count that towards my sinking funds update because I see this as separate money, especially the tax envelope. So yeah, we're going to start with this, and we're going to get some cash on the table to help us with the condensing. Right, okay, so we're going to start with tax. And as usual, I've got some placeholders here. These placeholders I sell on my Etsy shop. I've got 50s, I've got fully funded. I've got some 100s here. I've got some 200s. I've got some 500s. And I've got 3,000, 200 and 1,000s. I don't know if I'll need some of the higher ones. We'll see. Right, okay, so let's start, like I say, with my tax. All right, so in tax, I've got 3,500 in the bank already for last tax year. And then here I've got 2,500, 3,000 already in the bank, so 3,000 there. And then 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20 and 30. So 830, so I'll leave 30. So this is 800. So let's just put this all down, and I'm taking £800 to the bank. So what I do now is I've got my iPad here in front, which you can't see, and I just make a note of what money is going to the bank so I can count it up at the end and make sure it's all correct. Right, so tax 800. So I can do 3,800 in placeholders. So let's just put, leave a 5. So I need that 3,500, 700, 800. Here we go. So this tax year has 3,500, 700, 800 and 30, and that's much better in the envelope and easier to count. So there we go, that's tax done. So materials I'm going to leave, it's got £1,000 in there. Packaging, I'm going to leave, I think, yeah, I think so. I might just swap 2 of the 10s for a 20 to give us some 10s. There we are. Postage I'm leaving. Equipment, let's see what we've got. 100, 200 in the bank, and then 10, 20, 35. So let's just leave 15 and swap them for 20. So 1, 200, 20, 35 in equipment. And then subscriptions. YouTube Premium has 20. I'll swap them for a 20. Instant Ink I'm going to leave because I need the 10s in there. Cricut I'm going to leave for the same reason. Amazon has 55 and 60. So 60 in Amazon. And then Canva has the same. So 55 and 60. There we go. So that's all subscriptions done. And then finally in this binder, I've got my emergency fund for my business, we've got 750, 800 in the bank, and then 50, 70, 90, 100. So we've got 900 altogether, is that right? Yeah, so I'm going to swap this one out now. So 900 altogether, so let's put 50, 100 in the bank. What am I doing? So 100's going to the bank from emergency. And we'll do 500, 700, 900. 500, 700, 900. There we go. In emergency. Awesome. All right, so that is the business binder all done. And now we can move on to the rest of my binders. Okay, so let's bring the trackers in. So last month, the total I had was 8,907 in all of my binders. So here's September. Now I have spent quite a bit this month. I bought a dress, I bought the ninja thing, I spent money out of social, I've spent money out of fun, lots of categories. So we shall see how we're doing. So we are going to start with my essentials binder. So let's bring that in and we'll start the count up. All right, so home should have £100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Last month it had 35. So that's all right, that's not too bad. So we've now got 100 in home. So let's put all of this in the bank, shall we? So 100 from home is going to the bank. There we go. So that's going to be in the bank, £100. And then household last month had 55. I've now got 55 and 60. So we'll just swap them for a 10. So 60 in household. Home maintenance last month had 170. I did get my boiler serviced. So we've now got 100 in the bank, 20, 30, 45, 145. So we'll just swap those two 10s for a 20. And I'll try and get a better 5. It's okay. They're all a bit mank. There we go. So 145 in home maintenance. Okay, appliances last month had 225. I've definitely not got that. We've got 50 in the bank, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. So let's put 50 in the bank. So 50 in the bank from appliances. And we have 100. In appliances. I do make these placeholders in dollar and euro as well. I think I just stopped listing them because the shipping is quite high because I do everything tracked and signed. But if there's ever anything that's not showing up, like let me know, and like unless it's sold out. Garden last month had 150. I've now got 150 in the bank and then 5, 65 and 170. So we'll just swap them for a 20. $170 in garden. And then Kingston is fully funded with 90. Insurance last month we had 600, but I've paid the bill. So we've now got 20, 40 and 60. I'll put 50 of that in the bank and take back a 10. Sorry, I know I'm a fanny. So 50 in the bank for insurance. And we've got 60 altogether for next year. Car tax is fully funded with 180. Car maintenance last month had 245. We've now got 200 in the bank, and then 250, 70, 90, 95, and 300. So I'm going to put this 100 in the bank. So car maintenance 100. We've got 300 altogether. Now I don't know whether to put fully funded or just put 300 in here, because it might go down. Let's just push the placeholder. Yeah, we'll put the placeholders in. Right, so 300 in car maintenance. Miscellaneous last month was a new category, so I had nothing. I've now got 5, 10, 15 and 20, and let's get rid of all of them because they're disgusting. So 20 is in miscellaneous. Emergency I used to keep elsewhere, but I'm keeping it now in this binder, and we've got 2,000 still. And then buffer is a new category in this envelope, in this binder, sorry, and we've got 400. That was in, or most of it was in builder buffer, but that's now been removed, so it doesn't show now on this tracker because it's now in different categories, one of which is my essentials buffer. Right, okay, cool. So that is it for essentials. Okay, next up we've got birthdays. Last month it had 200. So Ginny is fully funded with 60. Albus is fully funded with 100. Molly has 20, 40, 60, which I'm putting in the bank because she is now fully funded with 60. And then Bruno has 10, 20, 30. So I'm going to put that in the bank now because he is fully funded. With 30. And then Luna has 20. So, oh crap, always happens. So 90 of that is what's going to the bank. So 90 from birthdays. And then all together I've got 160, 220, 250, 270 in birthdays, I think. Yeah. Awesome. Right, so that's birthdays done, and now we're going to move on to my binder, and we're going to start with hair and beauty. So last month hair and beauty had 110. I've now got 100 in the bank, and then 20, 40, 60, 80, 190. That's really annoying. I knew I was going to be annoyed by that. So let's put 50 in the bank, so 20, 40 and 50. So 50 from hair and beauty is going to the bank. And we've got 190 altogether. Okay, major beauty last month had 35. I've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85 now in major beauty. So we'll leave a 20, a 10 and a 5. Yeah, 85, was that 20, 35? Was that 85? It was, wasn't it? So 20, 30, 45, 50 is going into the bag. I just pulled out another 5, didn't I? Right, so that's 50, sorry. That's annoying. Okay, so 50 is going to go to the bank for major beauty. So 50 for major beauty, which I don't have written down. And then we've got 85 all together. 50, 70, 85. Yeah. Okay, clothes has nothing. Last month it had 55. Looks last month had 110. I've got 100 in the bank, 10, 25 and 130. So we'll swap those for a 20. So 130 in looks. And then books, last month I had 5. I've got 10, 15, 25 and 30, but I'm going to put this in the bank to pay for the Harry Potter Minalima book. So books 30. But I'm going to say I've got nothing because I'm spending it. Health last month had 90. I've got 50 in the bank, 70, 85, 95 in health. So I'll leave a 5, but we'll get a better one. So this is 20. So 50, 70, 95 in health. Yoga last month had 100, but I bought another set of classes, so we removed all the money. I've now got 5, 10, 15 and 20 in yoga. So 20 in yoga. Social last month had 50. I've now got 5, 10 and 15. So I'm going to get better 5. So there we are, 15 in social. I'll try and build that one back up. Fun last month had 100. I've spent out of here as well. So we've got 50, 65 in here. They're all mank. So 65 in fun. Okay, and then we've got gifts. Last month I had 40. I've got 5, 10, 15, but I owe myself this money, so I'm going to put it straight in the bank. So 15 from gifts is going into the bank, and I'm saying I've got nothing. And then tech last month had 80. I've got 50 in the bank, 70, 85, 95, 100, 5 and 110. So 25, 35, 45 and 50 we'll take to the bank. And we'll swap that for 100. So 100 from tech, no, 50 from tech, sorry. And we've got 110 in tech, brilliant. Right, East Asia last month had 1,450. I've now got 1,579, 2,050 in the bank, 2,100, 52, 50, 70, 90, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, 450, 470, 490 and 500. So if this is 2,050, this is 450. So we're taking 450 to the bank. So 450 to the bank. So East Asia 450. And we've got 2.5 grand altogether. So I can get rid of all of this and leave the 5. Put these back. I get 2,000. So 2,500 in East Asia. That's a bit better, isn't it? So 2,500 in East Asia. And then Western Balkans last month, I didn't have anything. It was a new category. I've got 51, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 260, 70, 80, 90 and 300. So let's put all of it in the bank. So 300 for Western Balkans. Two and 3. And I'm taking 300 to the bank. Cool. So 300 in Western Balkans. And then trip fund last month had 190. I spent some of this on the trip with my friends. So I've got 150 in the bank and 160. So we can't do anything there. 160. And then buffer last month I didn't have. It's a new category. It's gone up and down in that time, but I've now got 50 in the bank, 60, 70, 80, 95 and 100. So we'll take this 50 to the bank. So 100 in the buffer for this binder. So iris buffer 50. I need to redo all of this because it's all wrong on the iPad. There we go. Right, so that's it for my binder. That's much, much better. All right, so now to my savings challenges. So Sparks of Joy last month had nothing because we'd unstuffed it. And we started it again and it's got £10. So just the 10 in Sparks of Joy. Scouse Girl budgets last month had 130. And I've now got 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 5 and 10. So 210. So we'll take this 100 to the bank. And we'll swap that for a 200. So 210 is in Scouse Girl. Oops. And I'm taking 100. Is that right? Yeah. To the bank. 210. Piece of cake is a new challenge. I've got 10 in there, so let's swap them out for a 10. So I had nothing last month. And then Hello Autumn from Cash But Cute is also a new challenge. I've got 10, so I'm going to swap them for a 10. Okay, and then we've got the £5 challenge, but I don't count that till the end of the year. Ira has 140 in there, and I've counted that. It's not enough to put into a bag, so we've still got 240 in Ira. And then the 50p challenge, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, there's not enough in there for another £10. So we've got in notes, which is all I count, 40 still for the 50p. And then the 1 to 100 challenge from Scottish Highlander, that's still got 37 because we haven't needed to unstuff Errol again yet. So maybe towards the end of the year, we'll unstuff Errol again and add to that one. Right, so that's it for those challenges. So let's now bring in Christmas. So last month, Christmas had 740. And now it's easier for me just to count the ones that are left. So 20, 40, 70, 80, 90, 110, which means I've got 890. Wow, in Christmas. 20, 40, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yeah. 890 in Christmas. Mortgage last month had 155. Right, bear with us. There's £275 left, which means I've got 225 in here. Yeah? I don't know. Something like that. Right. And then 10k savings, finally. Let's first of all go here, which is the 200 that we've got in here. So 100 in the bank, 50, 70, 80, 90, 200. So let's take this 100 to the bank. So that's 100 going to the bank. And then this has 20, 40, 50, 60. So let's take 50 to the bank. So 150 is going to the bank for savings. That's got 60 in it. So then we've got 660 altogether in 10k. Right, okay, cool. That is all of the binders and envelopes counted, and now I just need to see what the total is. So last month it was 8,907, so let's see what I get this month. Oh my God, you're joking. Have I got a random £3 somewhere? I can put something. Oh, how annoying is that? Okay, this month's total is £9,997. And I have to say, right, I've said this before about cash stuffing and what it does for you. Because, and it was in some of the comments actually, you know, I have spent money this month, and I know I'm putting loads into my holiday funds, and that'll go at some point, and that's it's fine. But what I would say, right, is some of these envelopes are there to be spent. That's why we're saving the money. It's to be allocated towards things like new appliances and clothes and whatever it is, because we have to live. We still have to live. That's the point. This is just a more controlled way of living. You know, we're not just frivolously spending, we're being mindful about it and making sure that the right categories have the right amounts of money. And I'm hoping that what I show as well with some of these categories is that £5 here and there builds up, and it really does get to a point where you've got money to spend on something. So 9,997, how annoying is that? Right, okay. Now the next job is to count up the cash and make sure I've got the right amount. So let's first of all, I don't do it normally this way, but let's count up what I should have, and then we'll count the cash. So I should have 8, 9, 1,000, 100, 200, 300, 600, 2,050, 2,100, 2,150, 2,300, 2,400, 2,445, 2,335. I think I should have 2,335. Well, let's see, shall we? So I've just counted it up again, and it should be 2,535. I can't count. So 2,535. Let's count it up then and see if we are correct. 2,535. This is the cash here. Do we think it looks right? Now then, I might count this a bit differently. Let's see. Right. Okay, so let's go. So we have 51, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 50, 1,000. 51, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2,000. 2,000, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 5, 95, 300. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 400. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 500. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35. Wow, 2,535 pounds is all here. £2,535. So I can put that all back in the bank. put it into my different pots or pay off my credit card. And that's it, guys. Another cash unstuffing condensing done. I'm £3 away from 10 grand in all of my binders. I'm absolutely astounded. I started doing this properly in January last year, 2022. I started filming in about March 2022. And here I am, and I'm nearly at 10 grand in all of my envelopes. And I know a lot of that is for holidays and stuff, but I can't tell you how happy I am and how much this changes your life. Please try it, please, if you're thinking about it. Thank you so much for watching another video. It's getting really dark. I hope the lighting's been okay on this one. And listen, I'll see you in October. See you later, guys. Bye.